Now let's go to strong versus weak abstracts. So this is not it's not saying the individuals that wrote this are strong or weak individuals. No, I'm just saying what are some examples of what a reviewer will call a strong abstract versus a weak abstract. So I will sort of show you some examples, and then also show you some additional examples from taken from an actual conference review um, session. So this is one abstract.
This research examines the effect of fracking fluid composition on the efficiency of shale gas extraction, utilizing a comprehensive analysis of various fluid additives. We assessed their impact on the permeability and gas production rates in a controlled environment. Results indicate that specifically formulated fluids can enhance gas yield by up to 25%. These findings highlight the necessity of optimized fluid selection in hydraulic fracturing processes, aiming to improve both economic viability and environmental sustainability in shale gas operations.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
So that first line is very, very instructive, and it tells you, okay, this is the objective of this work, and then he goes a little further to now tell you, even though it's not a long abstract, tell you what they did. Utilizing a comprehensive analysis of various fluid additives, we assessed. So you see, at this point, it's telling you methodology, what was done. And even in telling you what was done, it was very punchy. What did they assess? The impacts. They said they will assess their impact on permeability and gas production rates in a controlled environment. So he already has given you about two, three parameters that were considered. And then a third one is actually that there is a control environment, something to, as some sort of base reference conditions, which is good for every analysis. And then it delves into telling you the results. This is the results. Specifically, formulated fluids can enhance gas yield up to, and then it goes quantitative 25%. That is a key message here. So anybody that reads this will keep this in mind that specifically formulated fluids can enhance gas yield by up to 24%, 25%. And then that is what anybody who is in all other gas field will be thinking. I've read a work, I've seen a work that suggests that if I have specifically formulated fluids, my gas yield can be enhanced up to 25%. The question is, what did they do in this field and how can I repeat that? And then it goes ahead to give you some conclusions and so these findings highlight the necessity of optimized fluid selection in hydraulic fracturing processes, aiming to improve both economic viability and environmental. So you can see that although this is not up to 150 words, but just an example, which is why I call this automated, because it's really short. It didn't go into a lot. It's just a sample of what an abstract could be. Again, delving into the different sections within a short page. Okay, great. So thanks for taking that. And then let's look at the next example. Same example one, but a weak one. Any other person volunteer? I think it's probably the same team, but someone else wrote it this time. Anybody?
Can I
Please,
volunteer?
Please go
Morning.
ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. This study looks at fracking fluid and how they might affect gas extraction. We tried different fluids and measured how much gas we could get. Some fluids seems better, but we need more tests to be sure. This could help people working in oil and gas. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You see how the person just it looks light. It looks, like the person didn't really take this seriously. The team. They just, well, these results, this study looks at, first of all, you say this study looks at fracking fluids and how they might affect gas extraction. Is it how they might? It's not very sure. Instead of how they impact or affect, you have to be straight because you're trying to, understand two different parameters. So there's not might or just tell us the relationship between fracking fluid and gas extraction. And even when you say gas extraction, are you referring to gas extraction yield or the rate of extraction or the quality of gas? So it's not very instructive what this person wants to do. Okay. Now, in us says we tried different fluids and measured how much gas we could get. You see that? It's a little, again, loose, if you ask me. And then it goes on to say some fluids seemed better, but we need more tests to be sure. It does not really show, it just shows that there's something missing in this effort. So if you're a reviewer, you won't really know. You feel like, no, this probably is not it. I don't know if there's anybody in the room that will say this is a world class. Let's go there. Let's see more about what this person has done based on this, especially when you have other um other maybe well-written abstracts like the first one we saw, which is exactly the same thing, but showed more, more content, if you ask me, and more value.